Making specialty pour-over coffee at home is a serious commitment. You're buying expensive beans, a burr grinder, and a gooseneck kettle, carving out 10 minutes every morning to brew a single cup. The expectation is a cafe-quality cup with vibrant, distinct flavors. The reality, most mornings, is a frustrating mug of coffee that tastes aggressively sour, unpleasantly bitter, or incredibly hollow. Standard internet advice creates a chaotic web of conflicting variables. Buy a V60, grind finer, swirl the bed, use a flat bottom. It turns a simple morning routine into a mess of technical choices. Achieving an optimal cup depends on how your specific equipment interacts with your personal routine. Because manual extraction is a fragile system of fluid dynamics, success requires a setup that balances the physics of the brewer against your actual skill level and palate. Enthusiasts often assume that stacking more advanced techniques onto their routine will yield a superior cup of coffee. In practice, layering expert pouring methods and complex agitation rituals without understanding the underlying physics usually sabotages the extraction process. Improving your coffee requires isolating the variables that dictate flavor and removing the expert interventions that are secretly ruining the brew. The foundational choice in manual brewing is the geometric shape of the dripper. This matrix shows how shape dictates the trade-off. Cone brewers, like the V60, funnel water to a single point. This fast flow rate highlights sparkling acidity and crisp clarity, but they're unforgiving, demanding a precise pour and leaving no room for error. Conversely, a flat-bottom brewer disperses water evenly across a bed of coffee grounds. This layout naturally restricts the flow. This leads to a sweeter, highly consistent, and full-bodied cup. The trade-off is that a flat-bottom dripper inherently mutes the bright, complex acidic notes that many coffee purists look for. Brewer geometry forces you to choose between expressive control and forgiving consistency. Agitation is the physical intervention used to saturate the coffee grounds during the initial bloom phase. This chart compares the two primary methods. Gentle stirring ensures even saturation, leading to moderate acidity and balanced flavor. Wetting every particle without chaos produces a cup with clear sweetness and a stable profile. Swirling the brewer creates vigorous circular motion and uncontrolled turbulence. Water bypasses the coffee, spiking the acid intensity and creating a dominant, sour taste. Hands-on intervention only improves the coffee when it matches the intended flow dynamics. Extreme turbulence destroys the uniformity of the extraction. Pouring recipes serve as the ultimate control mechanism. Tetsu Kasuya's 4-6 method is a standard for mathematical brewing. The 4-6 method divides water volume into distinct phases. The first 40% isolates sweetness and acidity. The remaining 60% determines body and strength. This control requires a scale, a timer, and precise attention. Even with a precise recipe, there are hard physical limits to extraction. When a cup tastes weak, the common instinct is to grind the coffee finer to force more flavor out. This graph shows what happens when you push that limit. As the grind gets finer, extraction yield peaks, then drops into an instability zone. Here, the bed chokes. Fluid carves localized pathways, creating a cup that's simultaneously weak and unpleasantly harsh. Physics limits how far these variables can be pushed. Crossing that threshold guarantees a failed brew, regardless of which dripper you use. Building a reliable brewing system requires pairing your gear with the level of attention you are willing to provide at 7 a.m. This scorecard matches systems to user profiles. The consistency seeker needs reliable, sweet coffee with minimal effort. This system uses a Kalita or other flat-bottom brewer, a standard continuous pour, and a medium grind while avoiding aggressive agitation. The optimizer profile is for the enthusiast seeking maximum clarity and bright acidity who values the ritual of the brew. This system utilizes a V60 cone brewer, the 4-6 method, and a gentle stir to ensure balance. You cannot buy an unforgiving cone brewer, treat it with the negligence of a flat bottom setup, and expect a good result. Regardless of your chosen profile, the laws of fluid dynamics are universal. Pushing a grinder to its finest setting will never yield stronger coffee, it will only cause uneven extraction. Maintain a medium coarse grind and allow the geometry of the brewer to do the heavy lifting. Matching your tools to your lifestyle transforms manual brewing from a guessing game into a predictable daily ritual.